Well, it's that time of year again when all the prospectors wake up from their Series 1 and Donruss slumbers in the hopes of finding that diamond in the rough, while they search for the first ever officially licensed trading cards of newly drafted up-and-comers. Oh hey, I get that reference now. Prospectors. Bowman is the first place to find the game's future stars, and I just tore through a whole case of the stuff. Here's my gut reaction to 2017 Bowman. Being a product that's all about prospects, it's more of a player-driven product than a set-building one. Bowman has built success on this model by introducing a plethora of different parallels and variations to chase each year. From paper to chrome, inserts to autographs, and about 2 handfuls of different parallels of each of those can be an overwhelming experience. Add in parallels that look almost exactly like the base set, and you've got yourself the beginnings of a migraine headache. My favorite part about this year's set is the design. It's an obvious modern approach that works cross-functionally across both digital and print. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw this on the Topps Bunt app. The design team even took the time to differentiate the fronts and backs of the base set from the prospect set. It's touches like this that gets my inner graphic design nerd going. Speaking of which, my background is actually in design and print, and pulling an autograph printing plate is always going to get a big ol' plus from me. Call me nitpicky, but one big thing that bugs me about this set is something that's been bugging me about Topps since 2001. Math! They're celebrating their 70th anniversary in 2017, but Bowman's first set of trading cards came out in 1948. In fact, Bowman wasn't even in production between the early 50s and late 80s. I know, they're big marketing geniuses at Topps, but this kind of bad math isn't helping anybody's kids. Another nitpicky annoyance has to do with the parallels.
Oh God, the parallels!
For instance, the blue shimmer refractors aren't numbered while their blue chrome and paper counterparts are, but all the other colored shimmer refractors are numbered in the same way as their respective counterparts. To make matters worse, the supposed silver parallels look almost exactly like the base set. Case in point, when brought up on Twitter, Night Owl Cards responded with, "I still don't know the difference between those 2 cards. And if he don't know, we don't know." As a group breaker, I prefer as much variety out of a case as possible. That's where Bowman can be very dangerous. I've had many cases of Bowman in the past that have yielded multiple duplicates of the same player's base autograph. This case was a bit better, but anytime I pull even one dupe auto, even if it's a parallel, I'm giving it a minus. Damage is an unfortunate reality in trading cards that everyone in the hobby has to deal with. A dinged corner here and there is pretty much expected. My case, however, included bent corners to at least 2 cards and crimping on at least 1 card every other pack. By the way, anyone else keep finding these 3 cards all grouped together over and over again in their boxes? And here's our final score. How would you rate 2017 Bowman? Tell us in the poll at the top of this video. Choices run top to bottom, best to worst. Slabbed and graded, top loader, binder, shoebox, and bicycle spoke. Today's shoutout goes to Night Owl Cards. If you haven't heard of Night Owl Cards, welcome to the internet. I can't wait to tell you about PewDiePie. If you don't have 3 hours to spare to watch a full case break, try our recap video instead. If you like what you see and want to see more, subscribe. And as always, keep cracking that wax.